All right, what's going on, guys? George here, and today we're gonna be going drifting. It's actually snowing outside. It's pretty cold. It's not sticking, luckily, because it's been pretty warm recently. Just got to working on the car because the windshield wipers didn't work, but I made them work because it's gonna be wet out. You can see a little bit. The windows are currently down. I'm going to shove my drill battery onto the windows so I can at least get the windows up for when I'm driving there. But unfortunately, I never fixed the climate control, and I actually just made it worse by removing the entire climate control system. So I'm not gonna have heat, or more importantly, like a defroster. So I pretty much have to have the windows down, or at least one of the windows down, the whole time when I'm drifting, just to keep the humidity level on the inside and outside of the vehicle the same, so there's no condensation on the windshield, so I can't see out. So yeah, just gonna put the windows up, load the car up. So just gonna swap these tires onto the rears because these ones delaminated at the last drift event, which was awesome. So this is the tire I used the last drift event, so it kind of did come apart at the end. I think it was because it got super hot and it had a bunch of pressure in it. I think this is what you would call delamination, because it kind of just lost, because like it didn't actually wear through the treads, and the alignment's really good in the back. It kind of just like the tire like came off of itself. I don't know, like this, it's like it's not actually wearing, it's just like ruined. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again in the rain. So I'm gonna put this one on. Fortunately, the other side of the car is too close to the workbench to change the tire while it's in here, so I'm gonna have to do it in the snow. But I'm just gonna do this one in here to make my life a little bit easier. So this is the preferred method to put windows up, and it goes pretty quick with 20 volts of power. So just show you what I do here. Yeah, so it's definitely snowing a bit. Hopefully it lets up soon. Apparently it's supposed to stop like right when I'm supposed to stop drifting, which is cool. It definitely seemed a little bit cooler to do the drifting in the snow, like wet, but the reality of the fact that I'm gonna have to have one of my windows open all the time to make it not like fog up inside the car kind of just like hit me, and like definitely a little less stoked. I probably could change the clothes so I know I'm gonna be soaked after it, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm sure it won't be that bad, but I'm just hoping there's like no one there, so that's like the consolation of like dealing with this, is that like no one else wants to go. Because there were 2 sessions today and they canceled the second session, I believe, but not the first one, which is good because I would have been like kind of frustrated if it got canceled. But then again, I don't know how fun it's gonna be. I don't know, we'll see. I'm excited. Never really driven in these sorts of conditions before, so at least got the windshield wipers working. that the windshield is all foggy. I even have the windows open, so like the humidity on the inside and outside will be the same. But like I was rubbing it, and there's water that won't go away. So I need like a squeegee, and I think it would be fine. Also, the steering feels super sketchy. I always thought it was because I didn't have enough power, but I think the steering is actually really bad. So might have to mess with like caster before the next event, because it doesn't seem like it wants to self-steer like I'd want it to. So we just got done with the drift event. It was super awesome. It was better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be really bad and cold, but I was actually like pretty warm in the car. I did have to roll the windows down a little bit more to get more airflow so the windows wouldn't fog up. And then I was like so frustrated. I was like, why is the window like still like, I wish it wasn't, there was like water on it. But it turns out my windshield wipers are just super bad and they were just like streaking water across it. Cause like, I got this car like 6 years ago and I never put new windshield wipers in it. So they're at least 6 years old and they've kind of just been sitting. So probably just should buy a new set of windshield wipers, and it actually would have been perfect. It was just kind of annoying to see all the streaks across the windshield the whole time. Aside from that, the driving was great. My GoPro was like being super weird and like the battery decided to die really quickly and I don't have another battery for it. But it dried like really, like usually it lasts like an entire drift event, and I had it on for maybe like 20 minutes, not even like on the whole time. I recorded like maybe like 4 or 5 runs and then it just died. But I got a ton of driving in. The car never went over 180, which was pretty cool. I could just use third gear the entire time. I didn't have to shift or anything, which was also awesome. And it was like the perfect amount of power. I do kind of miss like the grip of it being dry, but just being able to like spin the tires whenever you want to was pretty cool. And the steering was being super weird. Like I'm not really happy with the steering setup I have, and I always thought it was like, oh, I don't have enough power like this, but it's like, I don't know, it's just like, it seems like it's over centering. It seems like the ratio of like how many rotations you have to do with the steering wheel to make the wheels go lock, like especially like it's not like fast enough, and it's kind of just like frustrating to use in some cases because I feel like I'm just throwing the steering wheel through my hands and sometimes it's not moving through my hands fast enough, so I kind of have to help it. I might mess with the caster, see if I can make it self-steer a little bit more, and that kind of might help. I don't know, I think there is a bit of toe out right now because I kind of just eyeballed the alignment with some toe plates really quickly when I replaced one of the tie rods. But all in all, I still had a lot of fun. Like I was getting super consistent in the end. I did some tandems in the Ram, which is super awesome. And I'm so upset there's no video of it because I want to like watch them again. But I was really happy. I had so much control of the car. Everything was like perfect. It was, I don't know, I'm just like so happy. I was just doing so many runs. Car never got warm. It was just it was so good. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts on what you think I could do for the steering to make it better. Right now I have the GK Tech roll center correction kit, like the first version. I got it like 3 years ago, 2 years, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, and it's good. It gives me more steering angle and corrects the roll center. However, it does increase the scrub radius quite a lot, and also it does make the steering like ratio not that ideal for quick corrections. I've been thinking about just going to like a cut knuckle and set up with my extended lower control arms. I think that might just be super simple and cheap. Or I was considering like doing like a full like bolt-on knuckle control arm tie rod whole sort of setup. I don't know if I really want to commit to that. I don't know if it's really necessary, and I'd like to spend money on other things besides steering. I just want the steering to be like good enough, but we'll see where we go with that. And then of course subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I'm going to be doing a lot of exciting things to the car this winter, so make sure to stay tuned for that. It was still fun. I'm glad the track was wet. It gave me some different sort of experiences driving the car, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. All right, see you guys in the next one.